This goes forever, by the way, and I don't know how to turn it off.
What
So
do you mean it goes on forever?
we're like a third of the way through it.
Let's go.
Thank you, production,
Aw,
for telling me how to
damn.
turn this off.
It's too late now. The moment's ruined.
Well, what? Okay, whatever. I'm going to do it because what is up, y'all? It's Hummus, the aforementioned, the promised, and it's Overlord.
Sup, y'all?
And if you were here with us last week, you may remember that we got to kind of make fun of your gameplay a little bit when we streamed
And
Varsity.
now it's
This
my
week we're streaming
turn.
JV, and I subbed in. And to give everybody a hint of how this is going to go, I have this handy-dandy little board here that is Sam runs into Lux Q counter because it happens a lot and it's kind of traumatizing. So we're going to see how this gets to at the end of the game. But before we
Pretty sure
get
that
there,
says
we have to get
assume.
into the game.
Pretty sure that says assume.
I can't abuse my casters on stream when the camera's on us.
Afterwards, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll take it like a man.
Spoiler alert, there's a Lux on the enemy team. We
I
are
would have never have guessed.
we are playing the City College of New York this week, and well, things are gonna happen. Best of 3, and they're tied for tied for first right now in the league, and
Oh,
we're
really? So this is
solidly
your
in
guys'
like
biggest
4th.
threat?
For the rest of the season, yes. We will. Well, depending on how this one goes, it either puts us solidly in playoffs or puts us fighting for 4th, which, as you know, when you get 4th means you go up against a first seed if you make playoffs. So, like, you made playoffs, but you started off really kind of sketchily. So,
You start off at a disadvantage, to say the least.
yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. So it's JV, and I don't think we streamed JV for 1 game before the Riot client broke. A couple weeks ago.
Sounds about
So, you know, we're running the typical Aatrox top, Sejuani jungle, Ari mid, and then Jhin and Nico on the bot side. And we're into the Darius, the Viego, the Akali, the Caitlyn, and the Lux. And if you draw your attention to the bot bush here, you will notice that we have 5 points stacked, like you traditionally do. And you may notice that there is a Lux and a Caitlyn hiding in a bush on the bot side of the map there.
Don't tell me this is first blood at a minute 45.
No, and it's not me who gets hit by it either.
Okay, that could have been significantly worse. The one question I have here is, why Sejuani? Why not a Mumu instead? You guys have 1 melee person on your team. You can't really use her super well in that circumstance.
They had banned the Hecarim and the Wukong out from under him. And I am going to be honest with you, his Amumu kind of lost a game single-handedly because there is not an off button on our jungler. And with Amumu, you kind of need to know when to go in because Amumu doesn't
What do you
have an
mean?
off
Full
button.
tilt all the time.
Amumu
nothing
does
can
not have
stop
an
you.
off button, right? Like, he
Well,
goes
neither
in
does
and
Sej-
he's in. There is no
mean,
get out button.
I guess Sejuani does have her dash, but
Well, Sejuani's also a lot harder to have the go in button on.
because you do have so much disengage with like the W,
Yeah.
the E, and the Q
It's a lot less
overalls.
go-y. So, heading into this matchup, the game plan was get top ahead, get mid ahead. Don't
Force-
die bot lane.
Forsake bot lane. The bot
Oh, hey, that's 1.
won at 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
We're not taking timestamps here, buddy.
Oh, this is for my personal.
Okay. You're personally timestamping this. And, ooh, the early flash ignite. So, obviously, I was a little hyper-focused down here. We start off really promisingly. Look at this. Like, Caitlyn's low. The barrier didn't really need to come out, but it did.
Yeah.
You know, I got a whole 1 CS. We're really trucking in the support department.
You still have your ignite, but they have both sums, and I can almost guarantee they're gonna hit level 3 first.
Considering they hit level 2 first. Yeah, they will. But actually, no, we hit 3 first.
Caitlyn already hit.
But we both hit 3.
That's
We're better
fair.
than Lux. We as a lane.
You hear that, Lux? You hear that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in those words in a couple.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, we just completely ignored the level 1 all-in Darius stride with his ghost.
Yeah, no, that happened, and if you remember, Biped's Aatrox is terrifying.
It is really, really good.
Well, it's a lot less terrifying when you get level 4 ganked by a Viego, and he almost lives and takes 1 down.
It was low enough that Darius started to back off. You just need a little bit more healing, and he would have just
Yeah.
walked away and
And
completely disrespected
Shiny
them.
is nailing the bejesus out of these charms. We know how good he is on the Ahri. Like, that's not, hey, look, I got hit by another Q, but look at the damage I did. Like, I was okay getting hit by that Q.
I was going to be like, oh, and you make it out? That would have been
No,
great.
I get flash autoed there.
Why are you walking back up, Jin? What are you doing?
But, like, she was low enough. I'm okay getting hit by that Q because I land the E and the Q. Like, I out-damaged the Lux if we both hit each other on the roots. And we got
Yeah,
the
that is
heal, we
kind
got
of
the
fair.
flash.
But the thing to keep in mind, though, is Caitlyn can set up those traps way easier than Jin's W cooldown. So it's an unfortunate wombo. The thing is, in a 1v1
Well, we
vacuum,
wanted the Caitlyn, but we didn't get the Caitlyn.
Yeah, that's
Because we were, okay, we're going to pretend that the charm didn't just, like, hit a minion in that mid lane there.
That caster minion, absolutely charmed by that E. I don't want to be too mean. But also, this might be the only chance I get to do this.
It's fine. 5 minutes in, first dragon's up on the map. First grubs are going to be up in less than a minute. And there's a Viego down by the dragon, and our Sejuani is not there. So you're probably thinking to yourself, we yield. But if you notice, I'm pushed kind of far up on your minimap. There's a Viego there. And I don't have an ADC to support me.
Methinks you did not have that awarded.
I had...
You should just escape, right?
I think I do. Yeah, okay. I don't remember. I purposefully blocked these games out of my memory. Mainly A, so I could cast them. Level 6 charm and all of that, but, you know, it's an Akali. And Akali can do that. The flash in doesn't get traded away.
The two
but
least mobile mid laners in all of League of Legends.
100%. Yeah, no, 100%. Like, absolutely immobile, has no movement speed at all. And the Ahri's good. The problem is Ahri does a lot of burst damage, but not a lot of sustained damage. And I will like to say, Hui was banned in draft.
Makes sense,
so Hui was the main plan. Hey, look, I get hit by a Q in a murder bush. Because I warded my river, not the bush. Because I only have so many wards.
You can buy red wards. That way you can avoid another murder bush.
I'd also like to highlight that I am level 4. I would like you to keep an eye on how long it takes me to hit level 6.
You know, the way you're phrasing that makes me think something awful is going to be happening to you the entirety of this game.
We'll see. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, Shiny really bursting down that Akali. Honestly, should have had at least 1 kill by now. Doesn't. Kind of sad.
Not really taking advantage of the Ignite, because there was like 2 times Akali was on the verge of death that just using Ignite would have killed.
Yeah, getting in on an Akali to get the Ignite down can be really, really hard.
Yeah, her E damage specifically, which gets her that close range. Minus 80. Anyway.
It's still Eric's Aatrox. It's still really, really good. However, you may note a certain gank incoming here. Hey, look, there it is. Darius Flash to get us started off. World Ender will get popped. The chain's down as well. However, the pull sends Bipedal right back in. And, well, it's just bleed and wombo combo. No amount of healing going to get you out of that. Meanwhile, Akali does not get away with murder.
Finally get chased down. Look, popped the Ignite. All that was needed to happen.
1 to 4, 2k gold down. I'm level 5. And I'm warding Dragon because that's an important thing to do because I'm a support and I care about vision. I'm also like 400 gold down.
You care about the environment.
Notably, hey look, I get hit by a Q. That wasn't even one of the traumatizing ones.
I think if Caitlyn just ults you die.
So Drake goes up here, and now we're looking for it because we have 4. Darius, Viego's top side. So we do get first dragon because Viego's up here. You may be noticing a pattern in where Viego is on the map.
Yeah, it kind of does make sense.
Honestly, into Biped's Aatrox, understandable.
Yeah,
like,
if he shuts you down, Sejuani doesn't have anyone to follow with, which means you guys no longer have your mid line to protect your squishies.
Yeah.
It would have to be either top lane or mid lane to focus Viego's efforts, because bot lane it's Lex Caitlyn. Like, they're gonna be perma pushing you under tower.
Yeah. There's
the
an
real
ultimate.
Question is, what is your Sejuani Sejuani been doing this entire time?
Well, we have a dragon, and there was
You know what? Fair.
they're a little bit ahead on farm. Yeah, that's editor's note. I am still level 5.
Don't worry. For those of you watching at home, everyone is definitely not level 7.
Hey, Lux is level 6.
Which is what you should.
It is, but I'm not. Shiny Shoes cleaning out some vision. Does have a solid 2 turret plates taken mid here in like 9.5 minutes.
Which honestly
Like,
is not
there
too terrible.
is
He's getting in a good position.
There is promise, and it is in the mid lane. Viego has gotten both of the kills that happened on the top side, and somehow he's still behind it. Sorry, I didn't notice this. Well, is that the item I think it is that was first bought?
That is Zeke's. It is a common strategy for utility junglers because it provides constant damage and an additional slow, which that's kind of what you do.
Sorry, here comes the collie.
That
the
was a
charm
fantastic charm
is
into a collie
absolutely
ultimate.
beautiful.
And dodges R2.
Gets the flash. No ignite is up, so you can't be upset about it. Shiny Shoes gets the second
I'm
one.
not upset about it. I'm merely saying there's more opportunities. That
And at this point, we're down 2,000 gold and 2 kills. But, you know,
but you have a lot of priority mid lane.
We do. And we've got grubs spawning in 20 seconds. We got one of the first grubs on the top side. You didn't see that because there wasn't a fight on it. It was
I was watching the Aatrox.
It was an in and an exit, and we yielded the other 2. And yeah,
Interesting flash from the Jin from the Triclaps.
yeah.
Don't question.
Oh,
what
I
have
am
to say.
level 6. Did the thing not happen that I thought happened?
For 10. It took you. Look, 10:30.
Yeah, I remember not being 6 by now. Regardless,
They're waiting out the passive, and then SD man just kind of retriggers
And then-
it, kind of ruining the point. But you're up there.
yeah, I am.
It's
And
like
look at
swim
how
lane.
much we're going to lose bot side because of it.
I mean, Jin solo clear is kind of rough if he doesn't have one. Oh, Jin, my poor boy. That is.
He lives.
No, he does not.
He dies. But we do get 4 grubs here.
Which
And-
honestly is super useful.
Okay.
If Aatrox can get ahead.
I hit level 6 a lot earlier than I thought I did here, because I distinctly remember that tri-collapse with the Viego coming down.
Are you thinking of game 2 by some chance?
No, because I was not playing Nico in game 2. Hey, look, I hit an ultimate onto Viego. And then there's the Glacial Prism, and then I get out, and then there's an Akali. And
there's the Zeeks.
yes, there is the Zeeks. Meanwhile, bot lane, we have lost 4 turret plates because of me going up top.
The duality of League. Top lane, absolute bloodbath murder fest. Bot lane. Oh look. some
Turret
fancy
plates.
waves. Look a couple of tower. Yum, 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 yum.
And now Biped's like right in the middle of 3 of them recalling here.
And there's no way he's gonna.
He like hops over a wall and then he just has to run into the Akali. He gets the chains down and then Shiny is there. And with the charm and the damage, he kind of just walks out of this.
But Darius, you had Ghost the entire. Maybe that's just my top lane talking, but Darius had Ghost there. They could have absolutely ran people down there. Like
They could have, but they did not. Meanwhile, bot side, first turret god.
And you know who's going to be really, really difficult to deal with? The almost 2 items Caitlyn at 13 minutes.
Has the collector and the
I
BF
can
sword.
see why you have your memories locked down from PTSD of this game. I can already see where this is gonna go.
5,500 gold at 13 minutes. Hey, look, the ignite. The charm will go wide because, you know, you're shooting into smoke. Like, our spectators can see where the Akali is in it. You cannot. Here's where the ghost gets used. We are just going to slugfest it out on the top. The level 10 coming in is insanely
Unfortunate
life-saving
timing.
for
Yeah.
Jameson. Meanwhile, mid lane, Shark Dorito gets hit by the charm. I love saying Shark Dorito. It's wonderful.
What?
We got a plate. We got a plate.
Congratulations.
No, I remember there being a time where Viego came bot and I was 5 and I thought I was 6. And so I played like I was 6 and had an ultimate and I hit R and R did nothing.
Yeah, and the second
it
that
didn't-
happened, you just immediately ran away because I saw you posturing. We were talking about that player earlier.
Yes. It went, oh, this is a perfect time for my ult. I got this. R. And then it buzzes and does the little not learned
Click,
yet
click, click.
thing.
Click, 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 click.
Oh.
Why isn't it working?
Hey, look, I got hit by another Lux Q.
Put it on the tally board.
It's on the tally board, don't worry.
Interesting positioning. Ooh,
I hit a triple ult.
triple pop blossom.
And we just
And
get
then immediately
nuked.
hit by blinding light. Oh my
Jin
lord.
gets on the board with the first kill, and then it's
Collie's
just clean
there.
up. Akali highly unfortunately gets that first kill, and Shiny doing absolutely everything possible on the flank. But I mean,
He does get Caitlyn, which isn't terrible.
and it's
But
3-0.
in terms of a 4v4, like all of the gold you guys are behind on is primarily in the bot lane. These fights
So
are not going to work
we
in your favor.
are 4,000 gold behind at 14 minutes in, and if the little observer wants to hit the X button, 1,500 of that is on the Caitlyn, and another 1,400 is on the Lux. So that's 2,900 gold difference of our 4,000.
And about another 1,000 difference in top lane and jungle.
Yeah.
Shiny's doing good though. He's got a
Shiny's
900
up
gold
about
buff.
$1,000. Like he's 3-0. He's rolling in it. Like Ari is my girl in this game. Unfortunately, there goes Rift Herald topside as well. Pretty much on spawn.
They can't do anything.
Hey,
but
look, I
take
got
a
hit by
tower
another
with
Lux
that.
Q, and then an ult, and then the second ult. I get
Honestly,
double.
I'm kind of surprised you lived.
So was I.
That is not a good place to be recalling.
It was a great place to be recalling.
What do you mean it's a great
Rift
place to be
Herald.
recalling?
They didn't have vision there. We're in iron.
Yeah, but you guys let a tower.
It's fine. I recalled, didn't I? Viego dropping the Rift Herald
My
top
lord.
side. Getting the top tier 1, and then with that, and Darius able to press in, get a second bonk onto the tier 2. But hey, we take the tier 1 mid turret.
Oh, Shiny, don't die here, my good sir.
Shiny kind of dies here. And
He didn't get to do the same charm play that happened earlier.
no, keep
SD man being clearly seen on vision. That's these gank setups.
keep in mind that this game was played on the newest patch, which means that the you may have noticed the shutdown was 530 gold. We're playing with the new shutdown gold rules.
That is true. That is something I've recently noticed.
Yeah,
It takes a while to get used to.
you can get like single gold now with the way it scales.
I think the worst number I got was like 74, and I'm not even
Oh,
sure
the
how that
engage
happened.
over the wall,
Just
the
needs 2
smoke,
more auto attacks, and Akali cannot escape.
and I completely whiff the pop blossom.
You know what the worst
We
part
land the
about-
glacial prism though.
You know what the worst part
There
about
it
that was?
My ultimate.
You had Hex Tech Rocket.
I'm so bad at using my active items. It's
You and 95% of league.
so bad.
I only care about active items on 2 characters. One of them's support and one of them's top lane. Nobody cares.
I forget I have them.
Why do you buy them?
Because it's a good item.
Well, if you could just get Rylai's instead, because it's automatic. Costs a little bit less. I plead the 5th. I see.
No comment. 4,000 gold in the hole. Shiny up 800. Top side down 1,300. Jungle down 1,100. ADC down 1,400, and I'm down. I'm actually down like the least. I'm only down 1,200.
The fact that that's the least is the issue.
Yeah, do you want to take a quick second and look at their stat lines? Because that's a 2-0-1 Viego, who is hunting down Jin and Nico on the bot side. Jin does flash. I do land the root, but it does not matter because you can just charge through it. And then, yeah, I wasn't getting out of that
I'm
one.
sensing the common thing is they picked all entirely lane bullies, and then they just kind of lane bully all of you, except Shiny.
They did. And, I mean, okay, Akali did not win lane. Akali 2-4. Akali is not bad, and Ari's about to get caught out by 4 here. Has that like sneaking suspicion? No, Shiny was on top of his game last night. He just 3-0 when we got there is not enough to compensate for
For
everything
your guys'
else that had gone
yeah.
wrong already.
Because even just the 4-level difference for when she came by is enough to overtake you guys.
Yeah.
Especially since how concentrated Akali E damage can be.
So we'll see. Also has the Storm Surge, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. Because between Storm Surge and Electrocute,
Oh yeah,
baby.
that's massive burst of damage from runes and items.
Yeah.
It's becoming ARAM. I told you it'd happen.
Jin's still on the bot side, and now we go in
There's
on
9
the Akali,
people red side jungle.
and we take 4. We get the Akali. I don't know we're on a ward
And then
here.
you guys
I'm calling
leave,
for
right?
Murder Bush, and Aatrox is like, nah, we got this. I get hit by another Lux Q. I don't even know how there were 4 of us. Die at the top of the ult. Ignite is down on Darius. Meanwhile, on the backside, Shark Dorito just completely eating up our backside.
Oh,
And now we turn and fight, and World Ender's over, and...
Not the legendary 1v1 5 strategy. The staggering goes crazy there. If you guys had focused one side or the other, either chasing Darius or going after Viego, you might have won from the start. But that is so unfortunate.
Yeah, and we lose Drake off of this. And I will say that probably part of that was my call, because they wanted to go after Darius, and I was like, but Viego just creamed our backline.
Would you like to rephrase that? He is a happily married man. His wife, Gwen, not so much. But Viego is married.
Am I as red as I feel? Because I feel really red right now.
Only about a pomegranate.
Oh, God.
My lord.
Of course, they put up the inset camera.
Well, of course, it's hilarious.
I miss a Q. I dodge a Q.
It's a miracle. That's 1 in 7.
Hey, I dodged a couple more. It's not a Sam dodges counter.
That might have been a fun statistic to have too.
I'm clearing out
Oh,
vision.
my
I'm
lord.
to my credit.
You're doing what you need to do.
I am 0-5-5 right now. My KDA is a perfect 1-0. We're not going to worry about the fact that Lemon Sprinkles is a 7-0 because 2-1-5. But, like, my KDA is immaculate right now.
You know, I don't think there's a single single flaw with your logic.
Like, for support, especially when you're going into the Caitlyn Lux and getting ganked.
You're the sacrificial lamb.
I am absolutely the sacrificial lamb. It's a support. That's what happens. And the other thing is with the bounties and the way it is, I'm 0-5.
You're worth nothing.
I'm worth
to the
100
enemy.
gold every time they kill me. Like, it ain't.
You know, it'd be fantastic if your KDA gets so bad that you start being worth less than 100 gold. You become a caster minion's worth of money.
They don't do that. They bottom out at 100.
I know, but that'd be hilarious. Stop the Baus from being able to play the game even more.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, we kind of should have just made the call of it's the angry split push strat. I'm worth 100 gold. Oh no. Just go push and take turrets. Notably, objective bounty is not up on the map. It is 22 minutes
For
in.
a 7k difference, that is kind of surprising.
I know, right? Back to the gold, because that's what we're doing. 1,500 in top, 1,700 in jungle. We are up 800 in the mid lane. We are down 3,000 in the ADC, and a casual 1,300 in me. I am still at least far behind.
That does make sense. Supports typically get the less amount of gold. Something I want to focus on though is Biped Toast should have absolutely continued going after Akali. Like, in his split lane pressure, he can duel anyone besides probably Viego at this point, as long as he's super careful about like Darius spacing.
I mean, the problem is at this point he's been ganked like 4 or 5 times by Viego. Like, Viego is 5-0-3 right now. At least 4 of those are in Aatrox. And Aatrox only has 4 deaths. Like, it ain't great, Captain.
Yeah, but if he can take out the Akali, just that little bit time of you guys having the numbers advantage, you can try and go for objectives somewhere. Is what I'm trying to say about the circumstance.
I mean, that's fair, and the theory was put the Jhin into the Akali because that's the least scary spot for the Jhin to be.
No, it is not. In fact, that is the second scariest spot to be. Akali is an assassin with 3 dashes.
Akali's also 2 and 5.
That's 2 more kills than she needs to defeat Jhin.
Regardless, hey, look, it's an Akali, and
a little bit of a
everything
blind
goes wide.
charm.
I mean, it's a smoke. That's what happens. Is everything kind of goes wide.
Just save it for after the smoke's gone. You have Akali ult up. That could be a guaranteed pick.
And yet it was not. Also, we have Discord notifications in the upper left-hand corner. So I hope Weedles gets off of work here soon.
Honestly, Weedles is overrated.
We love Weedles, especially when he plays Rocket League.
I don't know. I would say Harden wasn't super effective. That's not even the right Pokemon. No proof. No, don't even go for it.
I went for it. And just like Shiny's going for it, lands the charm, Shirt gets over the wall, unfortunately. I flash in and I whiff horribly. And I think this might be Colby's Discord notifications that are popping up. So we're going to get to see the inner workings of the CS team in their varsity chat. In the top left corner, so just don't worry about that.
Can we add another statistic to the board? Amount of times you could have rocket belted to ulti a person.
No. No, we cannot.
What do you mean? Viego is within half an inch. All you do is press the 6 key.
It was on 3, thank you very much.
Why the 3 slot?
Because I actually remember it more when it's on 3 than when it's on 6.
And that is why everyone should fear Akali.
Yeah, that was a 2 and 5 Akali taking out the 3-0 and 1. Hey, I got hit by Lex Q, and I just get murdered.
You know you can make a custom keybind for Rocket, right? If that will help you out in the slightest.
It will not. My focus was Vision this game, and
That
so
was
there's
a
an
decent
Akali,
attempt to
Glacial
steal
Prison.
Dragon.
Yeah, it was,
better
and
not
he
leave.
gets punished for it, and the kill goes to Vex. I want to point out how close Biped was to stealing Baron there.
That is true. That was
Like-
a solid attempt, and he does look like he does make it out as long as this Darius does not ghost after him. Which, I might be caster cursing here, but okay.
No. I mean, after the first time the Darius didn't go ghosting after him, it doesn't happen the second time either.
Really? This Darius is massive right now. He should be pushing his lead everywhere.
We can start screaming if that would help.
I can very much be louder if that is the issue.
So can I. It's fine.
This
Regardless.
This is my default tone so that people don't get mad at me that I am too angry.
It is, regardless.
This is a trained defense mechanism.
Defense mechanisms? Really?
Look, when living in a family of 7,
I'm so
you
sorry.
have to be quiet. The parents can only handle so much noise.
And it's Biped into Shark. And this
is
could
not gonna work out
And
for
then there's
him.
Lemon Sprinkle. And just a little bit of sprinkle of Cosmic
He dodged
Dust.
the Q,
And
and then not the ults.
yeah. It's bright and purple and coming right at you.
Darius Ghost.
Yes.
Darius Ghost and you win the 2v1.
Yes. And
This is game 1.
we are just running away here. And I completely whiff a root. And Shiny
Oh, yeah.
completely whiffs a charm.
That's both of your CCs gone.
And I want to point out, man has a force in nature.
Well, yeah.
We are double APing into a force of nature, and like, why isn't he dying? Meanwhile, mid lane, this is happening.
Don't forget, he also has the Sterix gauge, so even if you do manage to try and pop him, oh look, a Q coming from his Q coming while his shield is popped. I'm not predicting, am I? Oh my lord, that was a headshot crit.
I mean, to be fair, 3-item Caitlyn is sitting on like 75%, and then just rooted, ulted,
That should be
second ult, Sejuani things. Mid-tier 3 will fall. Baron, they're going to be smart. They're going to back out on it. I don't know why they backed out here. They had it. But Jameson getting the tier 2 top turret.
If you get a good ult in, you never know what could happen.
Honey, we are 14,000 gold down.
Yes, but you had
I'm pretty sure
you
Caitlyn
had
can 1v3.
4 people and 1 person nearby that can rotate over, so pretty much a 5v3. It's the best chance you're going to get, because if they get recalls, they're going to spend all this gold that they haven't spent yet. And then it's
You mean
going to
that they
become
just did?
truly. That's what they're doing now.
Yeah.
And now you don't have a chance.
Nope. I mean, what are we talking about? There is still very much a chance for us to come back into this game. It requires about 3 fortunate team fight wins into an Elder, into a Baron, into a lot of other stuff that will probably not happen.
They have 4 full most expensive. They basically have 4 IEs on y'all, and you have hope about this circumstance. I truly, truly admire the positivity.
Don't worry, this is my caster positivity, not my player positivity.
Oh no, I'd absolutely be struggling this game.
Ironically, my mental is still pretty good this game. Like,
I'm Nico. Whee!
I was shot calling from the bot lane.
What I'm surprised is the second you hit 6, why didn't you just get symbiotic souls and do cheese for minion waves?
You know what's hilarious here? Besides how much work it takes to kill this Darius, including Sterax Pop, there's 3 of us here, and it finally happens. The shutdown given over to
I
Shiny.
think that was about, what, 20 seconds?
Yeah, 1 shot from the curtain call and then a cancel on it.
Yeah, that's interesting to the least, and that's definitely not going to be a Viego Akali attempt.
Yeah, not at all.
Interesting TP. Why though?
Wanted to catch bot wave.
Then why wouldn't you TP to the tower where the wave was?
the mental is still actually okay at this point.
No,
Like the
no,
mental, just in general, the mental has not boomed. It's about to boom in about a minute. So we've got all 5 of us here, right?
I'm more befuddled.
And they're all
than
shush for a
anything.
second. Trust me, this gets good. There are 5 of us here, and
Does
there is
Akali
one
escape?
Akali.
There's a Akali
And they are
kill 2
starting to
people and
rotate
escape.
from Dragon because Dragon is up. That's 1 on Shiny with the burst damage. Peeling back out of there, and we're going to chase straight into the rest of the team.
No.
That's 3 on the Hextech Rocket Belt, if you cared. I do dodge the Q. Caitlyn, ace in the hole, deletes Aatrox, and Viego becomes Aatrox. Weezin. I go down because, you know, it's a Nico. I don't stand into an Aatrox. The Flash, better than my Root Pop Blossoms have looked most of the game, if we're being honest. And then it's just easy pickings on that. And you know what's hilarious about this?
Out of all of the characters to chase you guys, Darius is the one finishing the dragon.
This guy is not a Darius player, for the record.
Man plays Malphite based off the way he's acting.
Man plays Camille.
Really?
Yes. We banned the Camille for a reason.
I am not
They take
surprised.
inhib. Shiny is back up. Everybody else is up. So they managed to wipe us at 30 minutes and not take the game here.
Well, they did. Yeah. Why did they split into 2 different? Like, sure, Darius can finish the thing. There's no way he's catching it for the team fight. But like, just send all 4 bot lane or all 4 mid lane.
I mean, mid inhibitor was already down. But it's okay because Baron's up on the map. And Akali takes an inhibitor. And now there are 4 collapsing.
She's
And
gonna escape.
will we? We will
Oh, never
not.
mind. She will not.
But the problem is top side, there's a turret down. There's about to be an inhibitor down. And we're kind of doing that, like, flocking thing. You know what happens? Because you can't stand in them, like, 1v2.
Yeah, if it gets to the point where you have to send 5 people to deal with the ADC and support, it might just be Jover for you.
I mean, it's a 7-1-3 Caitlyn. And notably, a 7-0-7 Viego. And production is having conversations, and they're mildly concerning to me.
Why would you ever
Oh.
be concerned about production? They don't they don't do anything at all. I'm joking.
Never. Also, notably, 32 minutes in, Baron is up. They don't take Baron. They haven't yet. We're pushed so
They could
far.
take Baron
in-
with 2 people.
Yeah.
As long as Caitlyn is there or Viego is there, that thing is gone in 35 seconds
Yeah.
at most.
Yeah. We're pretty sure that they're on Baron, and then Shiny's there, and he's like, they're not on Baron.
Well, it looks like they're heading to it now.
Well, we didn't know that now, did we?
I'm noticing multiple people with awards.
So notably, mine is at 3, which means I have at least 1 down.
Jin just barely used his.
I-
Aatrox just used his first one, and Shiny got his, and then immediately used his right before this.
1, fastest Baron on the planet. 2, I reset and back, but I'm having to reset so often because we're on super minions. I pretty consistently have 2 or 3 wards out. It just doesn't show. And then, I mean,
Well,
what's
and
going to
they're doing a
sweep
lot
I'm
of-
in my base?
And they do a lot of clearing, which is going to just prevent you from having any vision control in the
Yeah.
first place.
I mean, we've got actually some semi-decent vision control on that bot side.
The
It doesn't
ish-
matter.
Yeah, the issue is that is not the side that is currently important.
Yeah. Those are old wards. Hey, look, I clear vision. That is
This is-
like,
That is a 9k gold difference in the bot lane. What My lord.
So they start the onslaught here, and I've got the ultimate up, and yes, I did just run across the map into a Lux cube because it was big and purple and I didn't see it coming. Meanwhile, the entire rest of the fight disintegrates about how all the other fights have been. Shiny, hypermobile, the problem is doesn't have the damage output. Curtains open, one, Darius ghosts out of there, Aatrox falls, all four, but they're just so tanky with the Baron, Ace in the hole, gets tanked by a Jhin. Akali goes golden in the middle of everything, and then just kind of does Akali things, cleans up two, dies to the fountain. I missed that part, ironically enough, but does it really matter? No, and there's Darius to just secure it. And that is Nexus #1 in this series.
I have a couple of questions.
We lose by 20,000 gold at 35 minutes.
I have... If none of you can tell, I'm utterly bamboozled by this gameplay.
Honestly, 8 was better than I...
That's 9.
9.
That's 9, Soom.
It's 9. It's better than I was expecting. That last one is haunting my nightmares, by the way, right now. I had a dream about it last night.
Oh, there's 5 people. I might actually use Rocket Belt for once. I'm going to go and get this Pop Blossom and our team's going to win. That looks purple. But honestly, at that point, I don't even think if a 5-man ult would have saved your game. It would have been a 1.5 distraction and be like, oh, look, she's dead anyway.
I really hope that 3-man ult I hit made it into the replays, because that was about my best moment of the game.
We did see the 3.
And, like, everything else was awful. I am fully cognizant of production and what they're telling me, so we are going to hit replays while we take a break, and then we're going to hit the actual break, and production's going to do all the fancy stuff. Do we not have replays? Whatever. We're going to do something. We'll be back for game 2. Don't go anywhere.
Peace.
And no, Amelia, it was 20,000.
Welcome back.
Production is hating our dance moves over there.
I got moves that would be the sickest in the 80s.
While we are getting into this game, we have a couple of lovely sponsors that we do want to highlight, including the lovely Ziply Fiber. For $10 a month for students, you can get wonderful, fast internet. We appreciate everything they do for us, and they are, without a doubt, the best internet on the Palouse. Once I actually get to say in what internet I use, I will be using them. So we love Ziply. We also love our other sponsor,
Monster Energy Drink.
You're holding it with the logo towards you and not the camera.
There we go. Perfect. These drinks are spectacular. We're very thankful for the sponsorship. They've helped us out so many times, and the swag is fantastic that we have around the lab. We're absolutely thankful for them to be helping us routinely throughout all of this. This is really rambling.
It is. So we're going to get into game, and there's the transition. Now, I am on the Blitzcrank, and if we could actually go back and inset the cameras real quick one more time, because I have a new counter for everybody for this game. And the counter is, how many turrets does Caitlyn take by 20 minutes?
You might have to...
There it is. I got it. We're good.
Based off the way this is being
So if
phrased,
y'all want to take your bets, Quentin, you want to take your bet, buddy?
I'm going to guess 4.
All right, we're a minute and a
awful
half
this
in, and we are
sounds.
starting with the early invade, because it's a Blitzcrank. So, of course, we early invaded. Didn't find anything. They counter-invaded us. I am on the Blitzcrank this game. We've got the Aatrox and the Ahri back. We've got the Nocturne in the jungle, and we've got the Zeri on the bot side. And on the opposing team, we have the Amumu that you wanted to see last game from us. Well, it's on the opposing team. And Renekton top side. And then we've also got the same 3, Akali, Caitlyn, Lux. And you might be asking yourself, Hummus, why on earth did you let the Akali Caitlyn Lux back in? And the answer is because their other champions were scarier, because it was this or a Jinx Seraphine. So I stand by the decision to let them through.
Out of all of the characters to ban, Seraphine is top of the list.
Yep, as was the Jinx, because Weezen's best ADC was the Jinx. Anyway, we're 2.5 minutes in, and the current total is 0 for the counter. Nobody guessed it in chat. It's fine. It's fine. You guessed. I get to bully you into engaging with me. I don't get to bully Twitch chat into engaging with me.
Ah, yeah, I'm so bullied. I'm in such a terrible situation getting to have a fun conversation here.
Yeah.
And getting to watch you guys probably get stomped.
Hey, look, I get hit by a Lux Q.
Do we need to bring the counter
No,
back?
this is not the counter.
That's number 10.
It's number 1 of this game. These are per game counters, not per series counters.
Okay.
Shiny Shoes starting off just as aggressive into the Akali. I can't stress this enough. The Ahri gameplay really is wonderful.
Shiny Shoes is doing mad work. The only real question I have about this team is, you're banking a lot on the hopes that you're going to win. Oh my lord, you guys were dealing with a Caitlyn with 2,000 ping.
We pause here. There is a pause that happens for a disconnect reset. Actually, look at that hook. When I tell you this helps, and here's the Nocturne. Like, this should have been perfect.
Why did he Q towards Caitlyn, walk towards He has his spell shield available. What is going on here?
He's flashing to not die. And then I go W, and it's about right there where I realize, oh crud, I'm Blitzcrank, I have no mana. Because Blitzcrank early game mana lets you hit Q about twice, and then you're done.
Cassante's a 49,000 HP, 370 armor character. Meanwhile, Blitzcrank self-slow on W.
Yeah, and you missed Akali flashing for the first blood kill onto the Nocturne there.
I saw it. I don't think he needs the flame for it, but
I wasn't saying anything. I'm saying it happened. The charm, the damage from Shiny. Can we just acknowledge how pretty the skin is and how it's not a faker skin? I feel the need. Electrocute proc goes down. Shark Dorito on the Amumu comes walking by like a little birthday cake.
This is going... there's already a 700 gold lead.
I'd like to draw your attention to the bot side of the map whenever we go down there. I will tell you exactly why there's a 700 gold lead. How many turret plates is a 700 gold?
for individual person or for both of their teammates?
Combined.
For both for combined, that would be 4 plates.
That would be cool. Oh, God, you're right. Well, regardless, of Mumu flashing over, I do get the hook here, and then they've got vision down. Oh, sorry, we have all of our turret plates still standing at this point in time.
I think it's because of the first blood and then just the general
It is.
CSing between jungle and top lane.
It is. It's 1,000. It's not that bad, you know? Like, I hit a significant amount of my hooks this game.
And that is good to hear. Hopefully.
Like,
I mean, this game is live. This game is. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. I'm.
Clickety clickety clack.
Clack. Like, personally, my gameplay, a lot better.
You're going to have to tell us how are you able to achieve mitosis.
Magic. And I'm purposely not telling anybody so I don't become a multimillionaire who figured out how to clone myself and instead I get to sit here and stay here with you.
Shiny, you're 6. You could have gone for the kill. You wasted charm. My brother.
If our wonderful
Where's the level up timers?
observer could switch back to the items, we will see that we are 6 minutes in. We have closed the gold gap to 500 gold. Void grubs have spawned on the top of the map. Meanwhile, on the bottom of the map, we are going for Dragon. We all get visioned out by the Lux, and eventually, there it goes. Hey, look, I missed a Q.
We is a strong term when you're about to die to a Kali. Wait a minute.
When I say my personal gameplay, I got left out to dry on that one.
I mean, to be fair, if he tried to continue going in, he would have just died too there.
We didn't know that there was a Lux there at that point, I believe. And we do get Lux.
She was harassing you on the dragon.
Yeah. And couldn't we just acknowledge how gorgeous that hook was?
That was a fantastic hook right before she gets into sorry, if it was able to get her out of the shroud, that would have been a data collie.
I tried, okay, man?
No, you played as best you could. There's literally nothing else you can do in that
And
circumstance.
Caitlyn gets the
first plate.
turret plate. It will not be the last, but it was the first. And we're 7 minutes in, so we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, topside, Jameson doesn't need the jungler's help on this one. He's just kind of out CSing the Aatrox.
I mean, Renekton is one of the biggest bullies. They literally just picked bullies again.
Shark Dorito. Dorito.
Come on, hit the hook. Ah.
I was close.
You have flash.
I wasn't expecting her E to come out. When I let it loose, I was fine. And I wasn't expecting the E to come out on such perfect timing. We do secure the Gromp. Aatrox comes over the wall, and there's a Collie. And the beautiful thing is Ahri's coming and has the movement speed, but you may notice Amumu is on her tail, and by the time she gets there, it's too late. Dominus
It's too
popped.
much healing for Renekton. And the Ignite goes on to a Kali rather than Renekton. Splitting focus seems to be a
The discussion heading into this game, by the way, was make sure your Ignites hit Renekton. There will be a couple points in this game where we double Ignite Renekton. I mean, what? I don't know what happens in this game.
You're so right. Can we get a live camera feed of the lab where Sam is also playing for realsies?
For 100%. It's a cardboard cutout of me. I mean, look at that charm. Look at how beautiful it is, and there's no follow-up damage, and I get rooted, and I think I live on that one. We do lose.
Why didn't Caitlyn ult? Oh, she had barely not. And you're walking back up. You see that there's 6. What are you doing? You madman! It's absolute insanity!
You may notice, though, I have symbiotic souls.
Are you going to roam a lot?
I do.
That is what we love to hear. Have you noticed the... Why'd you stick around? You didn't even do anything with the low amount of HP you had. You just stood there.
I wanted to offset the recall timers in the back lane.
But even if you hook them, you just die.
Because I want to offset the recall timers in the back lane.
I think we've managed to do an error 404 on Sam's brain.
Because, dang it.
No, I got you.
Oh. It's good. It's
Now-
good. Caitlyn has taken 2 turret plates in the bot lane, by the way.
Now, if I don't see a heal cut from either Aatrox or Renekton in this game, I'm going to be truly ashamed of my fellow League players.
Hey, all top laners, y'all are all weird.
Well, that's fun. Well, you're not wrong. Like, we are weirdos. But, like, you have Aatrox and Renekton, two of the most healy boys in all of League of Legends. And if there is not a heal cut,
I just wanted to
I'm just
clear a
going to be upset
control
about it.
word, man. And Akali is going to go over here, and the spell shield comes out into the flash, and I get the hook in.
Interesting flash towards you rather than over the wall away from the Amumu that is on vision.
And I am now 0-3.
It appears
And my
that the tilt
jungler
has started.
is now 0-3. Oh, not yet.
Oh, really?
Nope, not yet.
This is still untilted?
This is still untilted. I will tell you when it gets tilted. Look at that charm. Look at that gameplay by Shiny Shoes, and it doesn't matter because it is a 4-0 Akali.
Shiny Shoes has done nothing but farm and is the Akali's 4-0.
Yup. And there's an Amumu, and we still...
Nocturne ulting way early here.
The goal, the theory, because we asked, the theory was that... I don't know how I got hit by that one. Legitimately,
Where's they were both standing still there. My boss is perfectly justified.
I'm not your boss. Your boss is in chat.
My coworker is perfectly fine with her reaction.
Don't worry, Amelia.
Come on, Shiny. Kill here. This is your one and only. Never mind, you're dead.
Does get the Ignite return kill, though.
That is so
Which
worth.
is a 323 gold shutdown and 11 minutes and 26 seconds. Caitlyn gets the first turret.
You know what could have been really useful here? The Nocturne ults.
Yes, you just watched me get double ulted into oblivion on that one.
Yeah, that is kind of their goal. So what I'm noticing here is it seems like the map awareness from SSD Man is struggling. It seems like top lane, Bipod is managing to equalize the lane, but he's not able to get any leads, which is what you have to do in top lane, typically by yourself. It is the island. And Shiny is just having his laner leave without really punishing them, and they're getting kills every.
We'll see, though. It is 12 minutes into this game.
And that is first tower to Caitlyn.
Second
You're
drag.
gonna break the board again.
You don't have to do me like that. Second drag is up on the map. Second grubs are up on the map. We are 9-1. Dinner! Void grubs. Void grubs are not my dinner. I have I have a delivery.
It's as shrimpable as that. It's the void grubs for dinner.
Aatrox gets the first item, and yeah, we both get flambéed.
Question.
Answer.
Why is Nocturne?
My hook goes wide. We just the
guys
Zeri
lined
gets
up in a row
obliterated.
just for Akali to ult upon you. Oof, not great.
Shiny gets out of there alive.
You're bringing the Polish out of me.
Yeah, not great. That is a 0 for 3, and they get the dragon. And then they do exactly what they have been doing to us all series long. Look at that charm, though. It's beautiful. And they go back, and they bully waves.
It seems like when these plays are happening, you guys only half contest rather than half counter. Like it's half counter, half contest, and it's just leading to like you lose the objective, and then you can't do anything else more on the map because you don't have the manpower.
Yep.
What Nocturne should be doing here, this actually could potentially work out.
Curse
so
the
wrong.
Sad Mummy onto 2, the ultimate. Shark Dorito flashes. I do believe he dies here, but on the backside, there are some grubs.
Yes, you got saved. Let's go.
And
What needs to happen is Renekton needs to... I don't know why he used ult on a move. He could have just walked over there. What needs to happen is you guys need to have Nocturne R. You need to have a Kali there. And what you do is flash a Blitzcrank E into a hook, Nocturne ult, RE, whatever. But make sure one of the carries gets the shutdown. And you guys can just win. This is going to be the second tower, isn't it?
No.
3, 2, 1. Let's go, Shiny!
Rift Herald's up, and we are starting it pretty much on spawn. And it,
Which is useful that you're able to get an objective.
yeah, and
You
it
guys
has an
got-
objective bounty.
You guys got Rift Herald and Rift Herald. I was trying to look for literally anything else to try and compliment on.
Rift Herald. And 3 kills? You know? Like, that's...
2 of them being... No, is that all 3 of... Okay.
No,
yeah,
no.
2 of them were
no,
solo
Biped
kills.
has... Oh, yeah. Yeah.
One of them was Biped with the help of Nocturne.
We are still not tilted at this point in the game.
I mean, look, I'll be honest. Most games are comebackable, especially if the issue here is...
That control word really got E'd by that Lux right there.
Look, Sajma moves though. I am sorry, I am a terrible person.
It's fine. Nocturne goes Stride Breaker first item, which
is not terrible.
It's not, generally speaking, when you want to focus on your ultimate, though, you go Experimental Hexplate first. Because of the ultimate cooldown.
With Stride Breaker, once you're on the target, it's just another slow. Experimental Hextech plate would definitely be used. Hexplate would be very useful for just extra stats and being able to use the ult more often. Shiny Shoe is about to be forced out of lane.
I get the flash.
You do get Caitlyn flash, which means
like I said,
the second they show up again and they don't have a Mumu with them, Nocturne ult, Ahri ults, they should not live.
Before man collapse onto Kali instead.
Why do you not? You were 3 feet away. Against.
The good news is
it,
I get a kill, which is terrible news because I was 0-5. And now I'm 1-5.
My lord. That Akali was thanking her lucky stars that you took the kill.
I don't even know how I took the kill, but it's okay.
Where is the heal cut?
Nowhere. You get Eclipse. About here is where I'm starting to get tilted because
there's 3 top. That mid tower should be gone.
That mid.
What is going on here? I honestly, I'm trying to look for pointers at this point, but like in almost every conceivable sense of the word, like their options are being closed off.
And we drop Rift Herald, and we get a turret. And we
nice.
3v fun Renekton, and this is about where the double Ignite happens, because I've got the Ignite, and then the other Ignite drops, and then it's a triple. We get the kill. Nocturne gets the kill on Renekton. Charm, Shark Dorito.
And then Akali.
And then Lux actually gets the double. And then Akali comes in, and here comes the very late teleport from Biped.
He was dead. He couldn't.
Vexrum does get a kill. Shiny is here to support. Just a good. Running low on the Akali. And meanwhile, I believe
Meanwhile,
got top
Caitlyn
turret.
is working on her 4th turret.
5th. She
Is
took
this 5th?
She took the 2,
1,
the mid,
2, 3,
and then she also
4.
took the top. Yeah.
No way she takes more than 5.
I don't remember.
Because
I
my
remember
guess was 5, and if
no, you said 4.
I said 5.
You said 4. You said 5 beforehand, and you said 4 on stream.
Well, yeah, the one on stream matters more. That's where the proof is.
Yeah, and you said 4 on stream.
No, I said 5 on stream.
No, you didn't.
We can pull back if
we can pull the replay.
5.
Regardless, we're looking for a dragon here, and
you guys are getting collapsed on by Akali and Renekton. This is definitely going to work in your favor.
Yeah, no ignites are up for the heal cut, so Jameson kind of takes one.
Mumu doesn't have ult, which means theoretically
Shiny is
can
doing
get the reset.
all the work on the backside, and it does not matter. And then I am getting run down, and I go for the knockup punch, and it doesn't work out very well. And then Akali manages to find the kill off the Storm Surge, and I flash. I was scared. I was scared.
Yeah, well, you could have just flash E'd her or flash Q'd her under tower.
I was scared.
Away from the Zeri, or you could be using it for a surprise play on Caitlyn.
I was scared.
Fear's a hell of a drug, kids. Never subscribe to it.
I hooked Caitlyn under turret. I died a Lux, but I hooked Caitlyn.
But you're by yourself.
I was trying so hard. Everybody watch the clock, by the way. Because it is 1945.
That's 6 turrets. So either way, I would still be wrong.
I forgot you got a 6th, to be honest with you. 56, 57,
That was a decent dodge by Shiny, but why is he walking back up?
59.
You guys cannot contest this.
Turret number 7 falls at 20 minutes and 2 seconds.
Oh, maybe.
Vex gets a kill.
Maybe Bipod. Nope. HP's all gone.
And I'm engaging and I'm
You know,
by
if you had
myself.
Flash here, you could have flash queued Caitlyn and made it so that Aatrox. Oh, I mean, Aatrox
That
gonna get the
Aatrox
kill
gets
anyway.
a kill onto Caitlyn?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Look, I don't want none of your sass.
I want to draw your attention to one very, very important thing.
The 11k gold difference.
No.
Or the fact that your jungler is lower level than the enemy support.
Not that either. The 25 stacks of Magi's that Lux has.
Oh my lord.
I can't talk because I'm level 9. And, like, I can't talk on the level thing, but, yeah.
At this point, you guys might just have to murder bush or, like, completely deathball into solo carries
What
for
bush?
a chance.
What bush? We don't own our jungle anymore.
Well, the thing is, why do you guys have an average vision score of, like, 9? Why do you have a vision score of 7, Sam?
Because I'm 1 and 8. I've been dead more often than not.
You
in this
can place
game.
your wards while you die. Is this where the...
Their ADC disconnects here. We get a really awkward pause, and then we reconnect.
Quickly, kill the mother god.
Nah, they were quick on the pause timers. Yeah, disconnected, came back, disconnected again, came back again. That was actually it doesn't look like it because of the art of TV magic, but that was actually like a 5-minute replay, and we're so beyond tilted here.
I'm not even surprised.
Somebody's like, hey, can we talk during this timeout? And somebody else goes, what's there to talk about? So we
that
sat
is so
in.
BM.
No, those within our own team.
Oh my lord.
So we sat in silence for those 5 minutes. Meanwhile, Shiny does get a kill.
If you were really tilted, you would have stolen that red buff. You would have queued it away from Sword Reset. Were you considering it?
No, I was not. My comms shut down at this point. My comms were completely shut down.
Okay, there's 3 of you and 1 Amumu. You guys have got this. Surely he doesn't just waddle away.
Remember?
Did they just take 3 ultimates to kill 1 Amumu? That
No.
was by himself?
No. Zeri and I didn't use our ultimates. It was...
Okay, it was just Ari ult.
Yeah.
Oh, why? The mental warfare speaks volumes despite the silence I'm sure you were experiencing.
It was so bad, man. Like, watching this back is physically painful right now. I hope everybody realizes this.
I know exactly how you feel because it's how I felt when I was getting tormented.
Like,
oh lord, that is a 10k gold difference.
it was 20 last game.
True.
We're doing better.
But at least you guys had a dragon. You guys haven't even damaged the turrets other than the 1 mid lane, and in exchange you have nothing. But hey, Akali's down.
Uh-huh.
4v5 for Drake while they take Baron, is how I'm assuming this is going to turn out. And then you lose. Am I correct in this assumption?
I don't remember. I have blocked this part of the game out of my memory. About 5 minutes ago, I stopped having any recollection.
Half, my goodness.
About 5 minutes ago, I've stopped having any recollection of this. It is a Baron. It is a dragon. So we can now say that we have a dragon.
The mind went completely blank. And you know what you got for that dragon? 600 gold between the 5 of you. You know what they got? 500 gold each. 300 gold each.
Worth.
This is physically harming me.
You?
Yes!
I played this. I'm 1-9.
I'm experiencing secondhand embarrassment.
I'm 1-9.
Me when I play support. I don't know how people do it. Support is just so mind-numbing. But you know what?
Look at how long it takes me to clear out these 2 wards, by the way.
You can use your E.
Doesn't matter. My attack speed is so slow.
If I recall, Blitzcrank W gives you attack speed.
No, it's just move speed.
It's just move speed.
But hey, my vision score is 13. We're gonna pretend that Lemon Sprinkles isn't 45.
You know what's a real shame? You're playing support, and I have yet to see a run. Vision! You guys are playing a dive comp, and I have yet to see a dive. You see what's happening right here? You flash Q Lux, Nocturne goes, you all just jump on them and you win. It's a 3v. Just do it, please.
We're not talking enough for that to be a thing at this point in time. A. B.
Oh,
I
well,
think
that's
the computer went to sleep.
Even it was sick of the BS. But it's a lovely 49 degrees outside. We can clearly tell that it is 6:26 p.m. It is fantastic weather information we're receiving here. The computer's like, you're so right. Let's get this over and done with.
We're back. It's fine. Hey, look, we don't have a base.
You guys got a Kali again. You know who matters more? The Lux support. Who's 7-0 and 16. This Lux got an unkillable Demon King against you guys with a Blitzcrank on your call. Oh, Lord.
It was only a 13K.
Yes, and it ended 8 minutes sooner.
It's only 6, thank you. But hey, Nocturne finally got a second item.
Are you happy?
I am sad and miserable and depressed. And I didn't want to get out of bed this morning, and half of it was because of this game, and the other half was because, oh, yeah, I woke up and thought it was Saturday, and I got to sleep in, and I was very, very upset to learn I had to go to
You're
work.
not allowed to sleep in. Tomorrow we have plans as well for the lab.
Yeah, event starts at 1. I don't start until noon. We good.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
Thank you very much.
A couple of
we're
plays
going to want to
really
cut
showing-
off of the replays here, because the replays are just a CCNY highlight reel. No, we're going to do me this dirty? Okay.
I mean, you kind of deserve it after this gameplay. I respect the gumption to continue game 2, but I can clearly see where the performance went. Like, this is the scale. Like, up here is like you guys at your normal proficiency. I just saw it like past time and just go.
We stopped talking. We mental boomed. I'm surprised it took that long, but the mental boom happened, and yeah.
Even the stream of it just was like, you know what, we're done with this. It also mental boomed, and it is a machine.
The good news is that this agony is done.
That is true.
And I never have to live through this again.
Well, aren't you going to be support for next week?
Not that I know of. Do you know something I don't know?
Nope, but I do love filling you with fear for this explicit moment.
Right. We're going to cut this here real quick. We're going to boogie break it on out. For those of you who want to see better League of Legends action, we're going to raid it over to ECAC.
You should watch the varsity team.
Oh, yeah, because y'all are doing so great this season.
Look,
How
we
many
won
of your...
our last match.
Bah. Forfeit. How many of the...
We won the match before that. And the
That
match
one was
before
fair.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, we actually have this all set up. Regardless, we're gonna turn off the camera so I can abuse my caster. Just kidding. I'm not going
Don't
to.
close the camera.
We're gonna send it on over to ECAC for some of their much better than us League of Legends gameplay. From all of us here, have a lovely night. Stay safe. We will see you on Monday next week.
Have a lovely night, folks.